mamer uleloven shtei bonos, Pashas Vayetze, the fourth shir, Daf Chav Gimel Amud Aleph. So, from Leah came the level of Reuven, Shimon, Levi, and Yehuda, and we're explaining that the concept, all of them coming from the level of thought, and the level coming in the level of nullification. Yehuda is the main thing which is nullification, and Levi is also the level of nullification. The difference between them is that Levi is the concept of complete thought. The person is completely connected because of thought. And like a person that is sitting down and contemplating, or a person or a tremendous teacher that teaching his students, and in the middle he got a thought, an idea in his mind, and he's thinking, and he, in that moment becomes completely disconnected from the environment around him. And therefore from Levi came Moshe, that to Moshe it says had difficulty to speak. In other words, because of the tremendous connection and tremendous nullification, was not able to mashpir, because he's always connected above and is always disconnected from giving it over to others. And the main difference between the connection of Levi and the connection of the way nullification of Yehuda, which is also the concept of nullification, because Yehuda is the main thing, is the revelation, the open revelation. And therefore, the kings of David came from Yehuda, because their revelation, their nullification is in a revealed and open way. But the Levi is more the concept of internal nullification, that even though externally looks like everything is the same, but nevertheless, internally they're completely nullified. And then after it says V'tamed Miledes, that after this levels, then there cannot be more revelations. In other words, in the level of Atzilus, that's where the extent of the revelation can be. But they cannot continue than that. And to continue, that's a specifically Thirachel. And this is also the mistake of the generation of the Midbar. They were from the level of Leah, the world of thought. And they said, why do we need to come to the world of speech? To this physical world and to the physical action of mitzvahs, it's good enough to do it in the spiritual sense. It's so pleasurable and so exciting to do the mitzvahs in the spiritual sense. Why do we need to do it? But the truth is that that's a mistake, because it has to come down to speech and action in this physical world. That the godly revelation should come to the lowest point. And this is when Moshe Rabbeinu alav hashalom prayed so many prayers to go to Eretz Yisrael, to be able to bring the godly revelation in this physical world. And this is what Yaakov understood, that he has to be not the level of Leah, but the level of Rachel. In other words, he has to come to act, to speech and action in an open way. And what Leah said, that now, now my husband is going to be connected to me and beloved to me. What is that point? The point is not to take away from speech and action. But you need the two things. You need to have the thought. And because speech without a thought is just blabbing, and there's nothing comes out of it whatsoever. You need to have the concept of thought. And through proper thought, then you can come to proper action. But Leah wanted that should be the main thing. In other words, you have the two levels. You have the level of Livyason, and you have the level of Shorabah. Livyason is like the fish, which are always connected to the source. And that's one level of tzaddikim. But that is a very high level that only certain tzaddikim can reach. And then there's a second level of tzaddikim, Shorabah, those that are making mitzvahs in this physical world. And that is the main part. And this was the idea, that the concept of thought was like the Hasidim Rishonim that used to daven 9 hours. They used to daven for an hour, and used to prepare an hour before, an hour doing it, an hour after that. So that is complete connection, nullification to Hashem. So most of the thing that we're doing, it was connection to the Eibishter. But Yaakov knew that that is only for a certain amount of people. But the main thing most of didn't have to do through speech and action. And therefore his main place, the main Settlement was by Rachel, which is the concept of speech and action. But you need to have also the nullification, and the both of them together is the perfect way. A good Shabbos.